So a new video concept then. We are going to be predicting every single National League game that's to be played over this long weekend. Everyone is playing, I believe, which is good. No postponements. Hopefully everyone's playing. Obviously you're not going to agree with my opinions and predictions on this game. However, if you feel you want to predict one of my games, just leave them in the description. And while you're at it, please subscribe to the channel. We've just got over 200 subscribers. We're trying to hit another milestone as soon as possible. So yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and drop a like on this video.
Game number 1 then, and it's Barnet versus Bournemouth, the North London derby. Now Bournemouth flying in the league, they have the opportunity to go top if they win the games in hand. Barnet, however, struggling a bit, towards the bottom of the table. I personally feel there's only going to be one result here, and it's going to be a Bournemouth win. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 Bournemouth win.
Chesterfield versus Kings Lynn then Chesterfield currently sit top in the league after scrapping a late equaliser against us in midweek. Obviously a 1-1 draw there. Chesterfield to me looked a very strong side. Kings Lynn, however, they were the worst side I've seen at the Shea, to be totally honest. But I can't see anything else than the Chesterfield win, to be honest. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Chesterfield win, with probably Tishamanga getting both goals. Now, a bit of a bottom of the league derby. Maidenhead United versus Wealdstone. Two sides struggling this season, but it's got the sort of game where it could be an entertaining one because two sides can't defend for their lives, to be totally honest. Conceding quite a lot every week. Maidenhead, they've always been good going forward at the Shea, but quite poor defensively. I'm going to go for a bit of a cracker here. I think it's got that sort of game where something could go on, something entertaining could happen. So I'm going to go for a 3-2 win, and I'm going to go towards Maidenhead, who I think will come out winners. Moving on, Dagenham versus Dover. Now, Dagenham this season, they've been quite inconsistent, I feel. They've beaten some top sides this season, got some good draws, some good points. However, they lose some silly games, and consistency, they have struggled a lot this season. However, Dover, in the reverse fixture, Dagenham were comfortable 2-0 winners. They scored pretty early on. And Dover obviously struggling this season with a point deduction. They sit bottom of the league, still winless in the league. I think Dagenham are going to come on top here, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 Dagenham win. Eastleigh versus Weymouth then. Now, Eastleigh start the season quite poor. However, they've climbed their way up to 13th, getting some good results against Torquay. Doing quite well at the minute, Eastleigh. Weymouth, however, currently sit in the relegation zone. They've slipped off since the start of the season. They had quite an impressive start to the season, but in recent weeks, they've been quite poor. It's got that feel where it could be quite a boring game. I think it'll be low scoring, to be honest. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Eastleigh win. Notts County versus Wrexham. Now, this has the potential to be a cracker with both sides near the top of the league. Wrexham meant to be bringing in some quality players during the transfer window. I don't know if they'll be there in time for Notts County's game. But I've got a feeling that this could be another draw in the reverse fixture. It was a 1-1 draw at Wrexham, and I can't see much difference. I can't really see Wrexham defeating Notts County. In other words, I can't see Notts County defeating Wrexham. And I'm going to go for the exact same result. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Southend versus Bromley. Now, in the reverse fixture at Bromley, Southend were underdogs, and they managed to get a point at Bromley, which is quite surprising with Southend being 21st in the league. They have brought a new player in this afternoon as I record this. Bromley, however, they're flying in the league, but in recent weeks have been quite poor, losing to Maidenhead and dropping points at Southend. I think Bromley are due a good win, and I think they're going to get it. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Bromley win. Woking versus Aldershot. Now, I believe this is a bit of a derby, and with Tavon Campbell flying at the minute, Woking, I feel, are probably favourites in this game. However, in the reverse fixture, it was a 1-1 draw with 2 penalties in the game. Working, Tavon Campbell being quality for them this season. And now that he's out working, I do fancy them a bit more. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Working win. Yeovil Town versus Torquay United. Torquay then currently sit 14th in the league. However, Yeovil are 11th in the league. In the reverse fixture, Torquay surprisingly were 3-0 winners. However, I don't think it's going to go the same way again, unfortunately, for Torquay fans. It's that sort of game where I feel there's going to be a point apiece in the game, but I feel it's going to be quite entertaining. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Altrincham versus Stockport now. Now, Stockport destroyed Altrincham in the reverse fixture at Edgeley Park. I don't think it's going to happen again, personally. Stockport are flying at the minute under Dave Challinor. Some Stockport fans are even saying they're league candidates now, title candidates. I personally feel they're not, but you never know of players coming in. Altrincham, they're struggling, aren't they, at the minute? They've sort of showed where they're going to be competing. They started quite well, but most recently they're obviously not competing with the better sides in this division so far this season. However, they've picked up quite a lot of good results. Obviously, they clawed back a point after being 2-0 down at Chesterfield. A very hard place to go. I know that because I've been with Halifax. Stockport flying there. I can't see Stockport battering them again, and I sort of have a feeling that Altrincham are going to get something out of this game. So I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. Yes, quite surprising, I feel. There'll be no odds on that. I'd probably win a lot of money if I betted on that. Grimsby versus Halifax then. Now, I've actually done a preview of this game. You can check the link in the description. But Grimsby, like I said in my preview, they're struggling this season. They started so strong, but in recent weeks they've come against some top opponents, sides that are obviously in the top 8. Halifax were flying, but Grimsby, they're due a win, or they're due to get something. However, I've got to stay positive. I'm a Halifax fan, and we're flying at the minute in recent weeks, getting a point at Chesterfield, beating your lower sides like your Kings Lynn's and your Wealdstones. So I think it's going to be a very tight game. This Grimsby are no pushovers. But I'm going to go for a 1-0 Shaman win. And I'm going to go for Billy Wars to score. So the first video in 2022. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe. You can do that below. If it does go well this video, I'll do another one for next weekend, and we'll try make it a regular thing. We'll try get guests on, like non-league fans of other clubs on, and yeah, we'll try and make this into a regular series.